Yeah, I had to put on the Ralphie horns for this one. It's been an odd day, guys. Gonna be honest. Those the talk about Coach Prime, going to the NFL. CU fans were getting a little antsy. Where's this contract extension? What's going on, man? It was just doomsday. That's kind of what it felt like today. Doomsday. And what do we see before I go to bed here in a couple hours? See, Crisler has committed to the Colorado Buffaloes. Are you kidding me, guys? Smash that like. I'm fired up about this. Got the Ralphie horns on, baby. I had to get on here to talk about it. This is exciting news. We've been wondering, guys. I was just saying, I feel like we're starting to kind of miss on a lot of the guys that we brought in. Phil Oldhole trying to go after Crisler on at Mississippi State. No, dude, what's wrong with you? Blackwatch, you're gonna love this guy. Let's get to it. We got a big one, figuratively and literally. This man is a human, a giant human, rather. 6'6", 335, coming from the University of Illinois, right guard. Okay, big boy. You guys know I like my offensive linemen big. And that's what we got. Right guard. We need a right guard. We need a left guard. We need a right tackle. We need to bring in more competition there. Now, what's very interesting about Crisler, Blackwatch, is that Crisler, in his 3 years at Illinois, has been an honorable mention in the for all Big Ten. He started 30 games here for Brett Bielema. He has started 3 years for, like I said, University of Illinois. He did start his career at the JUCO level at Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College. So there is potential that he actually has another year for us, which would be awesome. So we're bringing in a Big Ten starting offensive lineman. And guys, again, when we brought in Khalil Benson, for instance, it's not like he was coming in from a Big Ten team that was a top 25 team on the year. He started, yes, but Indiana was one of the worst programs in college football last year. And you know what Coach Sig did? Now we're bringing in a starter from a Big Ten team that was very, very good this year. Top 25, right? Didn't they finish in the top 25, University of Illinois? If not, they were I feel like they were always kind of right around where we were at as well. So I love this. Let me get back to Crisler. Again, the grades, the pass blocking, in a sense, like isn't the it's not the 30 or 24 that we've seen before, right? 53.4. I'll have to eventually dive into the film and just see if that's what I see, if these grades reflect that. Run blocking as well, 47.3. But I think he's also the case that sometimes the grades with PFF don't entirely tell the whole story, because, again, he was an honorable mention in the Big Ten 2 out of these 3 seasons. And I think that that's something to really be excited about, having him come out here. I'm not saying that he's going to be an all Big 12 lineman this year. That would be great if he is. Sure, why not, right? We're going to hope for that. But the fact that we're bringing in somebody who has at least been an honorable mention at a Power 4 program, I think, he very well could be one of our biggest offensive line transfers since Coach Prime has been here. So I really do love this. I feel like, he's a guy that can, in my opinion, he slots right in to start at right guard. Now, he only gave up 1 sack on the season. That's awesome to see. Only 9 pressures too. He didn't start the entire year, so maybe that's why he has entered the portal. Maybe it's something like, hey, there's another guy that they're kind of expecting to start out there. But I do think that this is definitely an upgrade with the guards that we've had. Of course, we do have Kareem Harden, Tyler Brown returning, Chauncey Gooden here. I know that I'm forgetting some other names, but yeah, we're just gonna have to see how this plays out. But I feel very, very good about it. I think that he is somebody that's going to add again size, strength, and he's going to continue to elevate where this room is at. Wouldn't it be great, guys, if we could have like an offensive line that is a plus when it comes to the running game? I think having Jordan Seaton enter his second year, we've brought in Zarian McGill at center, who I do think is going to challenge Cash Cleveland for that starting position. Somebody like Zy Crisler coming in here definitely elevates the room to have the offensive line be more of a strength than what we've seen from it the past 2 seasons, right? So I don't think we're done yet. Maybe we're able to get that Pregnon, Mr. Preggy. Sorry. Hope he's not watching. It's a bad nickname. He's not going to come here if he watches this video. So yeah, but I love it. I think that this is wonderful. And hey, you're switching out Carter Miller, who ended up transferring to UCF. He left here after Phil Oldholt left. You're swapping him out for somebody like Zy Crisler. Yes, please. Absolutely. Yes, please. I love that. So we'll have to see, what's coming up. What else Coach Prime has up his sleeve. Again, guys, don't believe all the BS you hear sometimes. He's not going to the NFL. I'm not stressing about any of that. I guess they don't even have it updated. But as you can see here, Zarian McGill going to join us. I think he'll compete with Cash for that starting center spot. But if not, he can also play guard, I think. Actually, no, he might have started at center the whole way. Sorry, guys, it's a little bit late here, but yeah, I'm not worried about Coach Prime or anything like that. I do believe an extension will get done and announced, and it's going to be fun to see where the rest of the team goes with all this. I think it's going to be great. So with that being said, I'll get to a few of your guys' comments. Again, late night. It was kind of a weird day, a really busy day for me, guys. So really sorry that I haven't done a video until now. Hope you guys understand. I do have a life outside of YouTube, as much as I hate that. I just want to be making videos all day. And Zulu's coming in here. We're getting some real power 4 size talent finally. Yeah. And hey, credit to whoever's making these recruits, right? Maybe Coach Hart, because he's been closing in on the linebackers this portal period. Unlike some other position groups, maybe he's come over to the offensive side of the ball and closing the deals on these offensive linemen, right? Coach Hart, he's the deal closer right now. But all jokes aside, I hope we do have our offensive line coach hired. I feel like we always kind of keep the cards close to the vest, like what we did with Robert Livingston. That was kind of a later hire. We'll see what's going on. Maybe it's Mike Munchak. I would be so happy. I doubt it is, though. It's probably going to be somebody I wasn't even thinking about. But whoever's recruiting the offensive line, kudos to you. It's nice to see us close on a visit from the O-line position, in addition to Zarian McGill since Coach Lodeholt's departure. And you're right. We got 2 quarterbacks, great quarterbacks to block for. And both of them, they're going to need a running game. I mean, Shador should have had a running game. Imagine where we would have been with a real running game, right? But I do think there's going to be more emphasis on that this year. You look at Kaidon Salter when he's played his best. Oh, man. True dual threat. Julian Lewis lines up under center all the time. He's going to be handing the ball off, in some pro style formations. So now let's see how we finish out this offensive line. Again, we need a starting right tackle. We need a left guard. And that's how I feel about it. And then I'm going to start to feel pretty okay. I think we'll have Phillip Houston come back. I think Phillip Houston's better suited to be, that swing tackle off the bench if there's an injury. Let's see who else we can find. Right tackle's a hard position to find, but if we can bring Pregnon in from USC, have him come home to Colorado, that would be great. Now it seems like some other schools that always seem to beat us and outbid us in the transfer portal are wanting this guy, and rightfully so. He did very well at USC, but I don't know. I'm pumped about this, guys. I'm pumped about this. This is a sign that's going in the right. Things are going in the right direction. Now, I also did want to hit on a couple of things. I've seen some comments. I don't. I'm able to read most comments that you guys drop, which is great, but not. I don't have the time to reply to them all, guys. You probably figure that out by now. But do appreciate everybody who interacts with me, whether you agree, disagree, whatever. But I think it was Keck. He was saying Colorado has 40 something transfers out and 41 in. You might be looking at last year because, again, right now we just haven't seen a lot of movement. 15 transfers in, which is great. I think we have 19 out. Where are we? 19 out, something like that. And of course, we have, 13 guys kind of graduating on. Yeah, 19 out. We have like 13 guys graduating on. We're going to the NFL. We'll see how that shakes out. So we will be adding more guys, but essentially the guys leaving, some of these guys were walk-ons, Ian Massey, Hall of Fame walk-on, but wasn't on scholarship. Ethan Boyd wasn't with the team the whole year. So you bring that down, that's 17. Tyler Johnson left the team midway through, I think. So that's 16. And I don't even know who Adonis Forrest was. Guys, I got to be honest. He was a safety? What? So we're talking about 15. Yakiri Walker, he quit halfway through the year. Boy needs to drink some milk. Sorry, being a little loud. So what is that, like 14 guys? 14 real players that have left the program. We now have 15 real players coming in. So, this number is a little misleading, this 19. Hell no. It's like 13, 14 like real players. So, yeah, this is awesome. O-line's getting better, Jake. You're absolutely right. I love this. People are going to try and hate on it, I'm sure, whatever. But Zy Crisler, he knows what's up. He knows that there's no place where an offensive line has the platform, the publicity. They're going to be talked about for better or for worse, right? So we want guys who see the potential and the payoff of coming here. Zy Crisler, you got it, buddy. Happy to have you here. Keith, what's going on, man? $5 super chat. Thank you. I apologize. I lied. I haven't gotten any exclusive content to y'all. I owe y'all a few videos this month. I will be doing that. Thank you for the $5 super. It says, finally a real one. Yeah, about time we got a 330-pound 6'6" guard. Isn't that awesome? I'm fired up about this, man. I really am. And if we're starting Zarian McGill at center, he's like 310 pounds. I like the fact, that we got some big boys. We're going to be intimidating. We're not going to be the Air Force of old running off in an offensive line out. It's like 280 pounds or whatever, like the little giants. No, I don't want to play that style of football. I want to beat these guys up. I want to pancake these guys. I want to knock their breath out when we fall on them. That's what I'm talking about. This is a big boy, 330 pounds. We got a big one. Oh boy, we got a big one. I love it. We got a real one. We got a big one. We got a good one. We got a good one. And again, this is no shade to anybody that's still in the room. I'm a fan of all our offensive linemen that have stuck around. No doubt about it. But I think this guy's better than all of them. Just going off of the surface information. We'll see how it plays out. I mean, we all thought Tyler Johnson was amazing, right? So, but I just feel better about Zy Crisler than I do Tyler Johnson. I don't think this man's going to find himself in the doghouse. Let's just get it out there right now. Dude, I like him big. I mean, don't you like your ball players big? We need a right tackle. You're damn right. Okay, we got put in a locker for Kansas State for Snay. You know, that's okay. Congratulations to him. He can go out to the Little Apple. As much as I would have been thrilled to have him here, if we are depending on a player from Wagner, that's probably not a good sign. He was probably a backup type of player, right? If he was going to come here. So be great for depth development, but losing out, if we lost out on a guy like Crisler instead, that's way bigger of an issue. I think we got one of our top targets, which is awesome. So, yeah, that's how I feel about it. Now let's see if we can get this Pregnon guy. We're not the most flushed with cash school, right? But we do got collective money. Again, you know, we're not where we were 4 years ago, guys. When it comes to all this collective stuff, we're making improvements, no doubt about it, and we can shell out the cash for specific people who are worth that. We can't pay everybody. We don't have a Phil Knight here, but I think we can get it done. That's not based off of any information I know. It's just my gut feeling. If we really want him, we can make this thing happen, right? If we want him badly enough, we can get him here. If we can get Jordan Seaton over here, we can get Pregnon over here. I truly do feel that way. If we can get Jehiem Oatis, the number one defensive lineman in the portal, guys, from Alabama, if we can get him out here, why can't we bring in a blue chip offensive lineman, a high end guy in the portal at the top of the portal at his position group like Pregnon, just like we did Jehiem Oatis, right? Can we at least get one of those guys on each side of the ball? That's how I feel about it. So, uh, it's kind of been a weird day in Buff Nation today, but I'm feeling good. This is the right way to end the day. Yeah, it would have been great if Carter Miller stuck around. I think that would have been awesome. But Phil Oldholt left him, man. What's up, Phil? And now you're trying to go after the other guys we bring in for visits? Nah, and nah. I know it's your job now, but hey, this is war. This is war now. If you want the heat, Phil Oldholt, you're gonna have to deal with missing sometimes, and it's nice to see us win one. No doubt about it. Yeah, I like him big. I like him big. Stevie Davies saying, hey, trust me, we're cool off the Wagner kid. K-State did us a favor. Hey, some fighting words. Okay, I'm about it. Fits my agenda. Crisler plays right tackle. What? No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Pregnon next. You're absolutely right. Let me pull this up here. Right guard, Keith. So he did play 110 snaps at right tackle, but he's played 1,800 snaps on the dot at right guard. Maybe he played right tackle in JUCO. I could see that happening. But yeah, he's played 110 snaps at right tackle. How many has Tyler Brown taken at right tackle this year? Oh, there's so many Tyler Browns. He took 160. So this guy's taken even less snaps at right tackle than Tyler Brown has. I got no hope for him at right tackle. He should be coming in here playing guard. All right. What's up, Coach Barry? Good to see you, man. I guess this is a response. Let me get to this. So DD13, DF12? Or am I missing something? What a name. Anyways, Cash is good at pass blocking, but he got absolutely dominated in the run game, could barely push anyone a yard. I agree with that. He was much better in the pass than he was in the run. Yes, and we need somebody that can help with the run. Coach Barry saying Prime gets his toughest players during the second transfer portal period. That's absolutely right. that's the history of Prime and CU, and that's absolutely great news because April will be great because of more dogs coming. Yeah, yeah, I totally agree with that. That's why I'm not going to overreact or freak out too much. If we still have some holes on the roster starting, when spring workouts start, but it is good to see us get a handful of, I think, starting caliber people in this winter portal period. I think it's very, very important. So hopefully, we're not done yet. Coach Barry, thank you for the $10 super. You do not have to do that. Very kind of you. Thank you. Says, hey, Dave, I stated on our friend's podcast the other day that Zai was close to signing with CU. Hey, also, there is a good chance we get Percy Lewis too, because word is that he's friends with Zai Crisler. Well, how about that? Thank you so much for this context, Coach Barry. And if you guys are wondering who the heck is Percy Lewis, he is an Auburn tackle that has entered the portal. I believe we've offered, and I think he came on a visit. I want to say he came on a visit, right? Or am I just getting confused? I've done a lot of videos. Sometimes I lose track of who's coming versus no. Yeah. So Percy Lewis did visit with Zai Crisler, I believe. So that's huge. Let me go back to his page here. So when you look at Percy Lewis, 6'7", okay, 355 pounds. Pass blocking, 72.7 this year. All right. Oh, wait. I'm looking at 2023. I'm so sorry. Pass blocking went down a little bit this year, guys. 67.3. Still fine. And when you look at this, it's all great. I don't know why he got a grade of 2, taking 3 snaps against Missouri, and a grade of 33 against Arkansas. But all these other games, man, they're in the green, Fine by me. Run blocking, though, take a look at this. 70 on the dot. I don't think we had anybody graded in the 70 on our offensive line for the entire year. So that's awesome to see for the entire year he got there. Playing left tackle mainly for Auburn, but did take 1 snap at right. Maybe that's the plan for Percy Lewis is, hey, come out here, play right tackle. He'll start. As you can see, he kind of was a starter for a little bit, part-time player in other ones. Maybe this is his path. That would be great. Hopeful. I imagine that's the plan. We're not bringing him in here to play left tackle when we got Jordan Seaton. No. So, yeah, how about that? How about 2 355-pound offensive linemen on that right side of the line? How about that? Now, 355, okay. You better be able to move at that size, otherwise, hey, or I guess Crisler's 335. I think that's what it was. But hey, if you got to drop a little weight to make sure that you got the feet for this, definitely do that. We'll get them right. 307 snaps this year, gave up 4 sacks on 8 pressures. You want it, you don't want to see 4 sacks off of only 308 pass blocks. But guys, make no mistake about it. If he can make the transition over to right tackle, he's better than anybody we got right now on the roster. So I will gladly welcome him. And hey, with some SEC experience at Mississippi State and Auburn, I don't think that's ever a bad thing. So yeah, let's get Percy Lewis out here hanging out, playing with his, his friends next to his friend. I think that would be a lot of fun. Great context, Coach Barry. Really do appreciate that. Man, we got 400 people in here. Be sure to smash that like, subscribe if you haven't yet. But if you're just tuning in now, we got an offensive lineman, Zai Crisler from Illinois. This guy's definitely a power 4 quality starting guard. Honorable mention in the Big Ten, 2 years, 2022 and 2023. It's freaking awesome. I love it. We got G5 Gabe in here. Elbake. He's saying Coach Prime's building for serious Big 12 college football playoff run. Going to see a new team well balanced. Going to be fun coming coming this year. Yes, go. I totally agree, Elbake. Uh, the offense, it's going to be a different brand of football than what we've seen this year and last year. I cannot wait. I think Kaidon Salter is going to tear it up. It's going to be really fun to have a true, real dual threat quarterback behind there where, again, we can run some option. And, you know, I mean, imagine running some speed options with somebody like Quentin Gibson coming around in a an orbit motion or something like that. I think that would be really cool. Or a jet sweep, option. It'd be really cool, man. See who's building the monster. It's going to be fun to see how the team looks to start the year and kind of where they develop. That's what I'm assuming we're going to see is that this team gets better throughout the year, just like they got better throughout this year, no doubt about it. Bowl game removed. Man. Jehiem Oatis, y'all crazy in love. I'm pregnant is wild. I wonder if y'all seen his film. Jay Motion, I'm wondering if you have watched our offensive line guard play over the last 2 years. Like, holy shit. Again, no offense to anybody in the room, but damn, it's it's not like it's been an offensive line factory yet, it's not like we were, racking off 6 yards of carry, from the interior with these guys, right? Come on now, man. Now I haven't watched like a full film room on Pregnon. No, I don't have time for that. I will do that if he commits. But from like the few highlights I've seen on Twitter, whatnot, just looking at the statistics as well and again, you got to take all the ratings and stuff with a grain of salt, but at least it provides some context. With what he did this year at USC, I think is really, really impressive. And again, he's got the size and he has the pedigree to come into Colorado and be an instantaneous upgrade over any other guard that we have right now. Yeah, see, man, this is when people start moving the goalposts, man. So all of a sudden, man, we just don't want upgrades. Come on now, man. Stevie Davy, if they lock in Percy Lewis, I'm good on this cycle. Yes, for the offensive line, I'm with you. I don't understand why we don't hire Matt McChesney. Does Matt, you know, does he want to do that? I mean, I know he's grinding with his training, but he's very successful at it, and I really do think that he loves it. Um, I don't know. It would be really cool to have him on staff. I think it would be awesome, kind of bridging the last great era of Colorado Buffalo football, to the next one. I think that would be really cool. But um, it would be nice to have a tandem of some guys working on the offensive line, especially since there's no cap now on how many assistant coaches you can have. So I think it would be really cool to have him a part of it. Coach Barry's got a few names for us to take a look at. Mana Tamani, is he Samoan? 6'5", 345 from Wyoming. Then transferred to Ole Miss, visiting West Virginia, then visiting CU this coming weekend. Well, hey, I love it. Is he Samoan? Could he possibly be the first Samoan on the Coach Prime Colorado Buffaloes? That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. Let's take a look at him. Hopefully we got his name correct here. Taimani. Shit. I don't see anybody with that name here on the Pro Football Focus. So, yep. Or Mana. That's what happens when you eat a gummy. before you go live. Here we go. 6'4", 345. Played right guard. Played 26 snaps. This guy has played 43 snaps in 4 years of football. At least he's 6'4", 345. But yeah, maybe you bring him in here to compete, but not really much you can go off of. Having taken 26 snaps against Furman, Middle Tennessee State, Georgia Southern this year, but hey, at least you graded out well, you know? I mean, we need bodies at the very least. So that's cool. I hope this guy isn't being brought in as a guy that would be an instant starter, but we do need depth. Like we need a serious 2 deep right now. Yeah. Jay saying watching his film is like watching our O-line. I don't want that. We want better. Damn. Those are some strong words. I guess we can agree to disagree for right now. But hey, you've watched the film. Crisler's a good pickup. That's great. That's awesome. Yeah, it's late. It's late. That's why I'm just chilling. You think this signing will probably keep Pregnon away? I don't think so. I mean, he plays left guard. This guy's a right guard. Man, Kuda agrees with Jay. Damn, does this guy just suck? Oh, okay. So Pregnon is friends with Mana. Okay. That's cool. Hopefully they come out here. But Pregnon, he hasn't visited yet, right? He hasn't visited. Maybe I'll feel like we're really in the running when he visits, but I saw, hey, that Ole Miss, they win every single commit with every single battle that we have with them. They commit to Ole Miss. Can we finally win a recruiting battle against Lane Kiffin? Please. Yeah, Shador took 97 sacks in 2 years. The QB before Shador only took 56. This is a good point, Northside. It's not like our offensive line was, any better prior, like in 2022. But yeah, some of those sacks, it's on play calling, it's on Shador. It's not all on the offensive line, particularly this year. Yeah. No buffing around media. We had a defensive line Polynesian coach Prime first year. I can't remember his name. Jalen Sammy. No, you're talking about a Polynesian defensive line. No. Holy moly. Gotta focus in. We had a Polynesian defensive lineman coach Prime's first year. That was Jalen Sammy. He was there for the spring period, and then he transferred to Michigan State. But I got to be honest, he was the softest Polynesian I've seen play defensive line in college football. Sorry, Jalen Sammy. He was like the Pillsbury Doughboy out there. He was like 320, 330 pounds, and he got pushed out there at Michigan State. Wait, what? Abraham Rich, there will be no football this year because another round of lockdowns are coming. No more. What? All right. I can't believe I'm going to pull this up, but I'm going to do it. Abraham. I mean, this is the mood that I feel like everybody in Buff Nation's been in today. It's kind of strange, but we're going to watch it. We're going to watch it. This is what I was watching before I saw this news. Sometimes you just pop a gummy and you just watch this. I'm staying alive, staying alive. Yeah. I'm staying alive,
Staying alive.
I mean, look at the brown. Look at how it's brown.
We are in the final day.
Wow.
We are in the last day.
That's right.
You know, what's wrong with stacking some food away?
It's delicious. It's tasty. It's seasoned just right. It's not over seasoned. It's not under seasoned.
Get your food. Start ordering food.
This food is the Cadillac of food.
It truly is. This is the best food.
Yes.
It's pancakes.
Yeah.
It's pizza.
People need to understand they're not getting sawdust and salt and cardboard.
Right.
You could sit on this pot. When you gotta go, you gotta go. Are you listening to me, Grandpa?
This will truly help you in a serious meltdown or apocalyptic event or whatever you want to call it.
Right.
Staying alive.
Yes.
The Bible.
Wow. How about that? How about that? No more football, guys. Gotta buy the food. Did I just want a reason to watch this video? You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Isn't it kind of like mesmerizing? Shout out to Vic Berger. This is not CU football. I'm sorry. It's not. There's no way to justify it. It's the last day, but order our products. That's right. Yeah. Soon we're going to see some DT2 merch on, on sale here shortly. Blowout sale. Everything must go, including the player. Anthony's saying not this single signing, but the combination of linemen. Now, if USC player wants to really compete and isn't looking for millions, he'll come on in. Hey, yeah, I agree with that. Hey, Dave, scroll up to my big leg kicker question. Oh, anyone know why our big leg kicker, big booter, Elliot Arnold, 5-star, is not on the CU main page roster nor scholarship roster, wondering if he's completing high school courses needed for CU or something? I can try and look into that. I have no answer for you. I don't know if he's an early enrollee either. So let's say he's not coming till the summer. Maybe they don't put him on the website. Do they have like other guys that are not coming till the summer on that website, Coach Barry? And yeah, maybe he very well could not be a scholarship player for us as well. No buffing around. I don't think we have our starting right tackle on the team yet. I believe that as well. Houston may not be ready to go in time. So what's the understanding that you have with his injury? Was it a torn ACL or something of that seriousness? Yeah, but shout out to Vic Berger for those like dystopian compilations. You know, sometimes late at night doing the dishes, pop that thing on, then we go. ACL, wow, that blows. Most of the guys are practically walk-ons, even though they are a 5-star kicker. Kuda, oh yeah, talking about the kicker stuff. Yeah, I'm just glad we got Buck Buchanan. I think Gerlach, Stoyanovich, those guys, their legs will get bigger this year. As long as they're pounding that iron in that Redcon 1, baby. And, Jace Feely, I think you can forget about him with the seriousness of that knee injury for next year. And it's Mata's last hurrah. So, I think we got like 5 place kickers, something like that. I think we're going to see improvement. But Coach Prime, let's bring in a special teams coach, please. For the love of God, can we have a special teams coach? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I am not sponsored by anybody, guys. Can you believe that? This production is not sponsored by anybody. So if rest in peace, I guess. I guess Jim Baker, is no longer here with us. He has moved on. But if there's somebody that wants to, sell doomsday, non-perishable, buckets of non-perishable food, I will do it if the price is right on here. I'll definitely do it. Congratulations to your Miami Hurricanes on a fantastic year as well. I need to get with Coach Hayes. Go Buffs, go Gators. Hey, how about that? How about Billy Napier proving all the haters wrong? DJ Lagway putting Florida back on the map again. Are they going to challenge? Are they going to be a dark horse team to watch for in the mid SEC? No offense, but Brandy, I got to be honest with you. The SEC hasn't really justified this year that they're too good to play 9 conference games. Wouldn't you agree? I agree. It would be nice to have another one more experienced wide receiver as well. I wish that guy could have been Eric Rivers, but it is what it is. I'm glad we got Joseph Williams, but yeah, right now it's Joseph Williams and Draylon Miller are probably our most experienced wide receivers, even more so than Omarion Miller, because Omarion's usage was just, kind of strange. And then he'll have an amazing game. And then, he got hurt this year, and he did catch that, when he broke his ankle or foot or whatever it was. Good to see him back practicing. But it would be nice to have a guy that has a few years under his belt. Again, even if it's just from the G5 ranks, we've been very successful at bringing in wide receivers from the G5 ranks. Somebody who's had 3 years starting, 2 years starting experience, and can come out here and add a little bit of veteran moxie to this group. I would really like it. Feely's still on scholarship. Yeah, I like him gone. Yeah, his dad, should have kept his mouth shut on Twitter. That's how it is. And yeah, he's bitter because they over-recruited Jace Feely. Again, this is not anything personal to Jace Feely, but even before the injury, he was not his daddy. And if you're mad about special teams not having a coach, why? Why did you let Jace come here then? And why did you allow him to come back and not transfer out? I mean, we haven't had a special teams coach here in 2 years. So egg on your face, Jay Feely. But I think Jace might need to go, focus on a new sector right now, because I don't know if kicking was his thing to begin with. We got to get Brandon Hood this year, right? I'm a fan of that, Calvin. A lot of people say he could challenge for being the fastest guy on the team. All right, let's see it. Brandy, I feel you, but I've been a Gator fan all my life, but I'm still rocking with the Buffs. Thank you. I know pretty much all SEC fans will disagree with me. I understand. We can still be friends. Rosecrans, what's going on, man? You like this big boy that we brought in? Do you think y'all need some depth at corner? Hell yeah, we do. Who do we got outside of Preston Hodge, Colton Hood, and DJ McKinney? One of those guys goes down. We want to go with a couple of those true freshmen that we brought in. Yeah. It'd be nice to have a couple veteran corners in here. Again, maybe they're somebody who's been playing at the, honestly, like even some FCS guys. I'm not picky. It's almost like I just want some bodies behind there, Rosecrans, to be honest. It'd be nice to get some depth at corner. I feel like we're stacked in terms of, we got enough guys at the safety group, but we're at the point right now where, hey, if we have a corner go down, we're going to be seeing Carr Stoutmeyer be put in a position that he just should not be in. We know this by now, but slot corner. Stop putting him at slot corner. Put him back at safety, like true safety, free safety. Do anyone except me see the freshmen at Alabama and Ohio State putting out great performances as first-year players? Oh, yeah. Yeah, those wide receivers, man, they're unreal. I'm forgetting the name of the Bama one, but Ryan Williams, is that his name? And then you got Jeremiah Smith. Those guys are on a whole new level. Cam Michael is the fastest. Semo, good to see you again. He very well could be. So, but right now, our wide receiver room, it's very intriguing. High potential, but they're green. They're inexperienced. Yeah, Mad Titan. We need 3 more. No doubt about it. And no buffing around. I think you'll see this. Shermer has to evolve his offensive scheme to take advantage of Salter's skill set. You can't drop him back every play like 2. The run pass threat is on another level. Yeah. And I think you're going to see that again. I think you'll also see whether it's Salter or Julian Lewis, those guys are not going to have the influence on the offense or the autonomy that Shador had. I think that, as it is with every great quarterback, sometimes there's give and pull, give and take a little bit to what's being run. I think you're going to see some really refreshing creativity with the offense because we don't have an arm like Shador behind there. But we do have an interesting athlete for sure that can still sling it in Kaidon Salter. Yeah, maybe our walk-on cornerbacks are actually good. Man, I don't know. I hope we're not betting on that. I don't like betting on walk-ons. Y'all know it's not the show for that. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you so much to everybody who, joined me for a late night celebration, a little late night live stream. This has been fantastic. I appreciate every single one of you. I'll be back tomorrow with some other stuff, but Crisler, welcome to the bus. Again, we're going to get football next season. Let's go.